Hi guys, it's me, Alexandra, week free. I wanted to give you my update after I had my 6-week checkup following my colposcopy. Not colposcopy. You have to bear with me. I have really terrible jet lag because this video is coming from Australia. So I had a collar suspension, which is the repair of my... Oh my goodness me. Alexandra Wickfree. I just wanted to give you guys an update on how my 6-week checkup went. I know I haven't made a video for a few weeks, but there's only so many videos you can make saying, actually, this operation's not that bad and I'm healing quite fast before people go, oh, this is boring, there's no drama. So yeah, over the last 6 weeks, I have had my operation, which was a Cystocele, Rectocele, and then Entrocele Repair. The Entrocele was unexpected, but that has been part of what is hopefully going to mean I have less back pain. I'm not going to say solved my back pain, because surprisingly I actually still do have back pain. Sorry if you can hear the buzzing, my Wi-Fi is still on. I'm terrible, I know. So yeah, what else happened in the 5 weeks? I went away to Turkey. I flew to Turkey 2 weeks after I had my operation. I felt that I was getting to the point where I was feeling a lot better, and I didn't want to sit home while everybody else went and enjoyed the sunshine. So I went to Turkey, spent 2 weeks there, got home, was fine, but did get an infection. Probably sat too still for too long. It turns out it's probably a trick infection, so I have to take metronidazole, which just means you can't drink for 7 days, which is no biggie for me. I have to say I've been taking the drugs and the infection is still there, so that's something that's probably ongoing. Had my 6-week checkup and went to see the surgeon literally hours before we flew out to Australia, and she says so far everything is healing well. There was a lot of work done in terms of the Rectocele and Entrocele. That was all kind of quite a mess. As I've said before, no TVT tape, or TFT tape as they sometimes say, was used in my operations. I wasn't a suitable candidate for that, and for that, with all the things I read about the stuff and the potential complications, I'm really thankful I wasn't. I think you should talk to your surgeon if you know about TFT tape or TVT tape and have concerns. Talk to them. They know best. They know how it's been used. See how many complications cases they've had. You know, ask them. I had to have a full surgical repair, which means I've got, I think, what they call a collar suspension, which I think means that they've repositioned my bladder up behind the back of my pelvis. So they've kind of suspended it there using ligaments and stuff, so it does what it's supposed to do. I have to refrain from any sexy play whatsoever for another 4 weeks minimum. My stitches have started to come out, but I'll be honest, I haven't seen very many of them. So yeah, we can't do anything. And the one thing the doctor kept saying is that you're like a young girl down there now. You're like a young girl. You have to go very steady and very easy. So yeah, we just kind of have to start again. So I suppose you could see it in a bad light or a good light, so I'll see it positively, that it's like when we first met. Yay, we can go dating again. Poor Scott, of course, is just completely and utterly frustrated by the whole thing now, and he's just like, oh, I'm never ever gonna have proper relations with you again. But I'm sure we will get there, and I'm sure it will be considerably better than the pain that I've been in for 3 years, nearly. So, yeah, constipation-wise, even though we've travelled, as I say, I'm in Australia, even though I've travelled to the bottom end of the earth for business, I'm still doing well. One thing I do have to do is you do have to adopt your pose for constipation, which is where you kind of lean forward and you put something on the floor so your knees are raised up. And the idea is that your knees I'm doing it now and looking. My knees should be higher than my pelvis, than where I'm sat on the toilet. And then you should lean forward and put your elbows on your knees and create that curve in your spine. You can Google anywhere for, you know, correct ways to sit to, you know, help with the constipation and open the bowels. And it does really work. It prevents straining, because straining is what's going to undo things. The surgeon did tell me, you know, it took a very long time for this damage to happen. It will take a very long time for this damage to heal and for you to get back to normal. And I'll be honest, I don't know what normal feels like anymore. I don't know what normal bladder feels like. I don't know what normal pooping feels like anymore. You know, I've forgotten all those things. But what I have got, I'm very happy with. I do still suffer with backache. I do worry I'm going to undo my surgery with one stupid move. But so far it's really, really positive. 6.5 weeks in, because I've landed and had to record this. I'm feeling really, really positive. I am delighted I got the surgeries done. And I would just recommend, if you're going to go through this, just do all the research you can that is positive, and just talk to your surgeon. Like, you know, just talk to them and let them know what you're frightened of and, you know, what you want to happen. I just want to thank my surgeon, Dr. Uta, and I want to thank Teresa, who fought so hard to get me into the hospital to get this operation. I was told weeks after having Thea that I would be operated on because of the severe damage from the birth, and I wasn't, because hospitals don't have the money and they don't have the resources anymore for people to have these operations. And I just know that people fought very long and very hard to give me the chance to get back my quality of life. So I will be always eternally grateful. And I promise to look after the surgery you've given me. I will not do too much. And I'm very lucky. Mr. Scott is doing everything he can to still continue to help me and lug Thea around and do all the other things. So yeah, I will check in from time to time and let you guys know how I'm doing. If you're going to be undergoing the surgery, I wish you all the very, very best. If you've undergone it, let me know how it's going for you guys. We want to let as many people know as possible, you know, just, you know, what you can add to their journey to help them with their repairs and getting better from these sorts of things. And, you know, just talk about the things we don't talk about, you know, because people are embarrassed to say I have problems pooping or I pee myself when I fall over. I did a sneeze earlier and I didn't, it caught me unawares because I've got hay fever. I'm in Canberra and it's full of hay fever, so I have really, really bad hay fever. So I unexpectedly sneezed without applying my pelvic floor, and I did not pee my pants. I was like, oh my god, I didn't pee myself, I just sneezed. It's the small things in life that make you so happy. Yeah, so that is it for me for now. 6-week check, all good. We are on the mend. Bye for now, guys.